Hi, my name is Shannon Simmons, and this is my audiobiography. I started teaching in special education 17 years ago. I started my career as a high school special education teacher teaching students with moderate and severe disabilities at Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. As part of that job, I worked with a team of three other teachers where we worked with students, helping them prepare them for life. We had students who were in 10th grade through age 21, and we were responsible for creating a curriculum that taught them functional math skills required for life, how to balance a checkbook, how to write a check, how to use measurements when cooking, those types of skills. Then also we were required to have a functional reading program teaching students how to read recipes. We had home life skills that taught students how to do laundry and how to cook. And then most importantly, we had a vocational center where we taught students an assembly type work along with having them do outside jobs in the community. In this position, I had to work with lots of stakeholders and our vocational coordinator and coordinating jobs for these students in the communities. Some of our students worked at local restaurants, drug stores, nursing homes, rolling silverware, helping out in dining rooms. We even had one student that worked at the fire department, and he mowed their lawn and did some of their maintenance and cleaning. And it required lots of leadership skills in order to be able to help those students find those jobs, teach them the job skills that were required for that job, and help them with that employment beyond graduation. From that position, I moved on to become a moderate special education self-contained teacher at the middle school level, which at that school was 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. During that time, I taught students more of an academic versus a functional life skill. I taught them math, reading, and writing that happened in the regular classroom, although it was a modified curriculum based on those students' needs. And we also worked on some of those functional life skills, such as cooking and being able to brush your teeth and comb your hair and those types of skills. I taught there for 2 years before moving and being transferred here with my husband to South Carolina, where I've spent the last 11 years in the Clover School District. I started my career here in the Clover School District as part-time resource teacher at Griggs Road Elementary, teaching students in kindergarten through 5th grade. And the other part of my day was the resource teacher at what was called Knox Street, which was our alternative school for students with troubling behaviors, which I was the middle school and high school resource teacher there. As a resource teacher, it was my job to work with students in developing and implementing IEPs based on their individual needs and working with the teachers that were also part of that student's team. From there, I moved on to become the preschool disabilities teacher for Clover School District, where I taught students who were the ages of 3 to 5. We worked on a lot of those pre-emergent skills necessary for reading and for math, and some of those life skills such as being potty trained. I think that I can credit myself with potty training a lot of Clover School District. Also teaching students how to communicate and what was going to be their mode of communication, whether they were going to need assistive technology devices, whether they were going to be able to have verbal spoken language, or whether they were going to need sign language. It was also my job to teach those students how to use those devices or to teach them sign language. I taught in the preschool disabilities program for 5 years before following those students to the moderate program, which I taught kindergarten through 5th grade for 2 years, where I had students that had moderate to severe disabilities, and I taught them functional reading skills using programs like Edmark, and teaching them functional math skills using math like touchpoint math. It was a modified curriculum, but I was still responsible for teaching them the state standards on their grade level. Now, currently, I've been in my position as the resource teacher here at Griggs Road for the last 3 years, where I work with students who are learning disabled in either the area of math, reading, or writing, or maybe even all three. I work closely with the teachers, with their parents, and with the administrators as a team to make sure that we are devising and implementing exactly what the students' individual needs are. During my time as a teacher in all of these school districts, I've always tried to take on leadership roles. Currently, I'm a member of the SIT team here at our school. which is our student intervention team. I'm also part of the School Improvement Council. I'm in charge of the Positive Climate Committee, and I'm also in charge of the Relay for Life team. So I like to take on a lot of challenges and leadership. I enjoy working with people and with adults during my educational time. As a teacher, I had lots of different types of assistants in my classroom. When I was a moderate teacher at both the high school, middle school, and elementary level, I always had to be working as a team member with lots of adults and having a manager position as well as a leadership position. I think that those positions have prepared me for where I am today, and I look forward to having a chance as being an administrator to be able to show those skills that I have learned and practiced over the last 17 years. Thank you.